have the t-shirts back in stock, my darlings. What is delayed is not denied. We have it in blue. Since you loved it so very much indeed, my darlings, you better go ahead and get your t-shirt before it sells out, because I just might go ahead and do a yellow t-shirt for you and an orange t-shirt. You have to bear in mind, Baby Girl is a small brand. We are self-funding here, so I can only do so much. But yes, the t-shirt is back and I am living and loving. I also have a surprise for you. Yes. You asked and I said, why not? We have brought the black t-shirt back. What is delayed is not denied. Are we living and loving? I am so excited. I mean, talk about keeping it in the family. For those of you that don't know, I was a beauty queen. Yes, I was Miss West Africa 1990. Yes, decades ago. And then it's come back full circle with my beautiful niece Farah, who is competing to be Miss Alberta. I want you guys to sponsor, to support her. She has a wonderful support page. Please go right ahead and support her. Please. She is absolutely beautiful and amazing. I remember when Farah was born, and to see her now walking on stage and winning all of these beauty competitions just warms my heart. So I want to use my platform to spread the word out there. Please support my wonderful niece Farah and just click onto the link and give her all the support that you can. I will deeply I will deeply appreciate it. And Farah, congratulations. Well, you know you're my daughter anyway, because I don't have daughters, so you are my daughter. It doesn't matter who birthed you, you're my daughter, and I am so proud of you. Fumi Nation, this is the first. Yes, my darlings, the next generation doing wonderful and amazing things, and for Farah to walk out on these platforms and really follow in my steps, in my footsteps, I am absolutely speechless, and I want you to support her. Okay, all of my love. Thank you for everything. I love you guys. Mwah. Hello, my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we? It's been a minute since I did a makeup tutorial, and I thought this would be a wonderful time to do one because I've changed. I've gotten older. When I started YouTube, I was 45, and I am now 12 years older. I'm 57. And so, like anything, you know, things change. My face changes, and I wouldn't change anything, to be honest, because I am embracing the wisdom that comes with age. I can't change it. What I know, oh my God, I can't change it. So today, I am going to show you what I do with my dark circles, and I am going to show you the mini facelift. That is what I call it, because my face lifts up with lights and shadows, and I don't need anything. I don't need to go to the doctor and spend, how much is it for a facelift? I don't know, but I don't need to go and get a facelift. And I wanted to show you for my girlies in your 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 40s, 30s, whatever. This is all for my girlies, okay? You're going to love this because I have absolutely changed the way I wear makeup. So the first thing that you need is a primer. Our NYX glue. There you go. I just put that all over my face and on my neck because I put makeup on my neck too, okay? If I do my hair myself, I love it. The hair is growing, so it's a big chubby fat afro, and I just use Healthy Hair Studio for my hair. Moisture hold is fantastic, and then look, your skin becomes sticky. That's what I like about this primer. I have Juvia's Place, the foundation stick, of which I live and love. I have two of them. One is called Benin, the other one is Tunisia. So I am going to use Tunisia, and I'm just going to go over this for my brows. Just a little bit around and then onto my lid. I use a beauty blender and I just dab onto the lid as well. Before, I used to do my entire face. I would set the foundation. I don't do that anymore. I focus on what? I focus on my eyes. Then I have Juvia's Place setting powder, but I just put it in this bowl because it's just easier for me to access. And then I dab, take off the excess, you don't need it, and then I put the rest onto my eye so that I can set that. Okay, there we go. Makeup Revolution, and this is absolutely fabulous in granite. It's perfect, absolutely perfect for what? For the brows. And so I go in and I just angle light strokes for my brows. Okay, and I just trace over my own natural brow. There you go. I'll do the same thing, light strokes. And there we go. Then I take a light fan brush. This is an old Murphy brush. I think they've discontinued it. But if you find like a little fan brush like this, absolutely fantastic. My Juvia's Place, and this one is Benin. And what I do is that I dab into this and I just trace out my brow just to have that very lovely clean effect. So I go underneath and I just touch it at the edges. It does not have to be an extremely light shade, just something that just cleans it up and makes it look quite fabulous. And I just touch it at the edges, and that just really keeps the brow sharp, very sharp indeed. And I keep it as such. Okay. I live and I love Juvia's Place bronzer. I use this in dark, and so I take a fluffy brush, yeah, I dab into that and I just go halo into the corner of my eye and I circle it all around. Okay, we're going to use this bronzer again, but I use it as a transition color for my eyelid. It warms up the eye and it looks absolutely beautiful. This is the kind of makeup that you can wear to work. So you just use a big fluffy brush and you just go ahead and just go right into the lid and into the crease. This is also fabulous for hooded eyes. I have hooded eyes. They become more hooded again with age. Can you see? So there you go. Nice and honeycomb. Then we're going to go in with a smaller brush. Then I'm going to use Rebellious Nudes. This is an old palette by Colored Rain, only because I love this color right here. It is so fabulous. It's very rich and it's very warm because you're going to use warm and cool tones. So I am going to take this with a smaller brush. The other brush I use, can you see it's bigger? So we're going to go in with a smaller brush so that we don't overlay what we already put in. Again, you're going to go into the crease of your eye and you're going to go all around in circular motions just to deepen that eye, give it a nice halo. Again, you can stop here. You can stop anywhere you like, but I just want you to see that it's giving a deeper halo, and that's what you want. Okay, so any shade that you have that is warm, use that into your eye. I love a smoky eye, but as I've gotten older I realized that that smoky eye is a bit too much, so I don't do that full-on smoky eye. So I'm going to show you the kind of smoky eye that I do. Because you've not done the face, don't worry about the outside makeup. We're going to clean that with our beautiful facelift technique, of which I'm going to show you. Okay, so you can see we had the big fluffy, then we have the medium, and now we have a smaller one. Why? Because we're going to go into Juvia's Place and we're going to use this very cold smoky chocolate and repeat again on the inside. There we go. And you're just going to trace it into your crease. all the way around. All the way around. Can you see the difference from this to this? You see this one? Yeah? We're going to go to an even smaller brush. And this, my darlings, we are going to go into the black. Any black eyeshadow will do. And then you're going to go right into the corner of the eye and blacken that. And then you're going to go onto the outside, right there. And you're going to bring it in a little bit. There you go. With a second fan brush, of which I live and love. Maybe I do it this way so you can see it. Coming to America by Uoma. And I am going to take my fan brush. This rust is life. And I'm just going to touch it on the high points of the brow. Blend it. Blend it out. Just touch it. Use your finger just to try to warm and blend it out. And there you have it. Are we living and loving? You can use your finger, put it on the back of your hand. Starting very lightly in anything is like driving a car slow. You have better control and you don't make mistakes, and you can always add on. And just blend out the edges in a sense. Now this is where we're going to have our facelift. Do any of you know Made by Mitchell? He is absolutely fantastic. And this is the brow bubble box. So it has many shades. And then let me show you again. Turn it around. And we are going to go in with blonde. I love this. I love it. I mix and I play with it all the time. With my fan brush, I'm going to go in with blonde. And what you do, you just tweak at the edge of your under eye. And this is how I lift this part of my face up. Clean and sharp. I like this particular brand because it is full coverage. I don't care how dark your eyes are, dark circles. This will cover it. And I just pat, and everything disappears. I go back in with Juvia's Place Spinning, one of the best, and I take my fan brush, I dig into it because it's almost finished. I have to get another one. And what I do is that I just touch on the edges because we need to have an ombre. So we have the light first, we have the medium, and then I will do the rest of the face. And then I will go in the middle of the brows. I'll do a little bit on the sides here. And again with the fan brush because it really just enables you to get all of the angles. And then I go into Nisa, Juvia's Place, and I do the rest of my face, which is an exact match to my complexion. I used to do my foundation first. I don't do that anymore. You take your beauty blender and you blend. In essence, watch the trick. I touch onto the middle first and then go in to the light. Why? Because I want it to blend out and I don't want it to be too harsh, unrealistic, and too light. It blends out what? It blends out beautifully. Just look at this puppy. Then I take MAC and then with my beauty blender I tap onto it, remove the excess. All excess. Your skin is older, your skin is textured, it cannot take all of those powders, okay? So remove the excess, we'll build. And then you dab onto your face. Onto your forehead, around your nose. I use a big brush and I just go over the rest of my face. And that's how I set my face. I realized, for me, you do not need too much powder. If you put too much powder, what will happen is that your face will crack. So you just use your loose powder onto your hand and go around. Juvia's Place again. I don't know what to tell you. Juvia's Place. Fabulous. Fabulous. This is called Zambia. Juvia's Place. And then this, my darling, is my contour. Okay, made in Italy. Ooh, girl, is expensive. I go in with the contour. Just look at how beautiful that is. And then in circular motions, make it light now. Right into my hairline. And then buff it into the cheek. There you go. And then I just kind of roll it around underneath my jaw. Morphe palette. It's dark 8D. I don't know whether they still have it. I bought 8 of them because I'm addicted. These are the colors. I'm going to go in with the pink blush. Take my brush, dab it on. That way I can tell whether am I putting too much, am I putting too little. And then this is an old palette by Nikita Dragon, the Dragon Beauty. I don't know whether it's still around, but there's this beautiful purpley highlighter that I love. And I just put that onto the sides. It's a very strange color, you know, but I like it. And I will show you also a little trick that I do with my highlighter. Yeah, you can see it here. And then again, just a little bit all around. And then you take smaller brush. I washed all of my brushes. I'm so happy. Oh, it took me forever, about 3 hours, but I washed them. And this is a Morphe M44-1. You go back into the highlighter and then you just put it in a little spot. Whew. It's like fire. See? So it catches the light. I live for it. And just put a little bit there. Do you see the clean line that I did? I will go over that with the liner. So I will do this, and that becomes my yardstick. See, where I start and stop. And then I will trace it all the way. Now, to elongate your eye, the trick is not to go over the lid. You just go on the outside, and you can make your wing any shape you like, really, because your makeup is clean, so don't worry about that. But what I've realized, if I trace it right onto the lash line and come out on the other end, on the inner part of the eye, it elongates my eyes and it gives me that beautiful cat eye effect. So I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Especially when you have hooded eyes. What you're trying to do is make sure at all points and times that you do not put anything onto the lid, because it makes it tiny, so that people will say, oh my God, you got so much lid space. No, you don't. You just have maximized it. If you want to wear lashes, go right ahead. I wear lashes red carpet if I'm going out and it's a big deal, but other than that, I don't. There you go. Clean, clean. Pat McGrath legendary velvet kohl liner. Why do I like it? Because it's a very nice big round pencil. I trace this on the roof of my upper lid, and then I just go on top, underneath, and that gives me a nice shadow. And then we are going to use setting spray to bring it all back so that I don't look like Casper the Ghost. Juvia's Place has come out with Ready, Set, Sealed. Baby. Let it sit. Absolutely fabulous. The most beautiful Bad Girl Band mascara. Oh, I live and love it. There's no other one by Benefit. Why? Because of the wand. so it gets all of my little lashes. I use it to make emphasis onto the brow, and it's almost like a wash and set from the hairdressers. It just keeps it in place. There will be nothing for me than MAC Chestnut, the best lip pencil ever. The wonderful Juvia's Place, it's a mess, I know. And this is Lady, the best ever. Then I go over it with Cream Cacao, also by Juvia's Place. Cream Cacao, okay? And there you have it. This is how I do my makeup now in my 50s. Let me just move this away so you can see. Sometimes I wear lashes, like I said, red carpet, and sometimes no. No filter. This is my skin. I hope you enjoyed this. Drop it down in the comments and let me know if you would love for me to do makeup tutorials again. I would absolutely be glad to. Okay, we can focus on eyes, on lips, on cheeks. We can do skincare. We can do hair care. We can go back to where we all started. Yeah. Anything and everything for you. Do not forget to like, to subscribe, hit the notification button, my darlings, and I will see you sooner than later. All of my love. Mwah. Exciting news, my darling Fumi Nation. We have the beautiful, fabulous Lagos Edit, a summer luxury 26 concept store with needlepoint as well as Oyato, commencing from the 27th of June all the way to the 5th of July. And we have a private preview and launch reception on the 26th of June, which is this Friday. Guys, you're going to love it. They are open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. every single day, and then on Sunday from 12 noon all the way to 6 p.m. Come on over to 96 Kensington High Street, London. The doors will be open at the Ivy Kensington Brasserie. You're going to love it. It is so glamorous. Needlepoint, sensational designs. Oyato, they are a mother and daughter brand who make beautiful, timeless, elegant and fun clothes. One of the hallmarks of their brand is just how cross-generational and different their clothes are.
Guys, my name is ENITAN, hair coach. I am UK's first ever hair coach and a trichologist. We are a team of trichologists and hair coaches here in W6 London, and we help those who are desperate and have tried and everything else has failed. We look after those who have chronic scalp concerns, flaky, itchy scalp that's been going on for many years. We help those that have hair loss that has progressed instead of improved, and we help those that just generally want to have a better understanding of better quality hair, length, volume, and reduce that dryness. Visit us by clicking